Hey guys, so I'm here to do a full moon and Libra read. This will be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. As always, my readings are general, therefore the collective. So if something here doesn't resonate for you, I just want you to leave it for someone who really needs to hear it. If at all the reading is not resonating, just make sure to check out your other placements. Your message may be in those instead. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you're returning but you haven't subscribed to this channel, this is new, but it's the only place I upload content at, so you would have to subscribe here to get notifications. If you need to book a private personal reading or any other services, that information is in the description below and in the pinned section of the comments. And to the subscribers who had kind things to say to me over the last couple of days of grieving, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Okay, so what we're going to do here is pull an overall energy, and then we'll look into the current, the energy under the full moon, the challenge ahead, and we'll pull some advice, and I'll clarify everything with the tarot. Spirit, what can you tell me about the energy under the full moon for Virgo? Okay, so the overall energy is surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So in the current, we have a win-win A win-win outcome is forecast, and this is full moon and Libra energy. Okay. Under the full moon, we have you're very close to achieving your goal. In the challenge, we have prosperity lies ahead. And in the advice, we have bring love into the situation. Can you tell me about surprises here for Virgo? The Queen of Cups. Interesting. You may be surprised by your feelings. The Queen of Cups. There's a surprise coming, or there's a surprise, coming in this full moon energy. It may get you in your feels, but it's going to have you intuitive and receptive. Let's see. You may actually be surprised by whatever emotions pop up with this. Can you clarify when outcome is forecast? This is your current energy, so you it seems like are working on something that you're like kind of aware is a win. Nine of Swords, Four of Swords, Queen of Wands. Interesting. So it's almost like you have this energy where you're trying to almost distance yourself from any type of like anxieties or harsh feelings that are going on in the current, and remain in this Queen of Wands energy, which is all about action, 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 right? But there is like this idea here where like that Queen of Wands energy is the best to sort of manifest from if you want to win. So it's sort of like you're attempting to really look at the positive aspects and manifest from there, and that's where this win is coming from. And under the new moon, there's going to be some type of, I feel like, recognition that you actually are meeting that goal. The Lovers, Knight of Cups, the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like there is an emotional response here, Queen of Cups. It's like that full moon energy is going to almost make you ready to receive blessings. You know, the Queen of Cups, it's like intuitively knowing that it's like you're trying to manifest from a place where, what I see here is someone who's a little bit stressed in life, but they're trying to almost like meditate or like stay out of that like stressful, anxious energy and come from this place of positivity, right? Because, you know, you want to manifest from a positive place to actually ending up in a place where it's intuitive. You know a huge change is coming. It actually has you in your emotions though, and it starts giving you the actual control over the situation and moving into what you're doing. So it's like, you know, the Queen of Wands is, you know, that good place to manifest from. But this gentleman here is a master manifester. This is the Emperor. So there is some type of emotional response under the full moon that is going to allow you to take control of the situation and actually believe in yourself, and that your manifestations are coming to reality. Now, it does say that you're close to achieving the goal. It does not say that you are at the goal. You know, it's just sort of believing from a place that you will win, getting to a place that's very close to it. The challenge is that the prosperity lies ahead. It's like you have to take the action now, and you may not get, you know, it's like you may not see what you're looking for right away. Clarified by the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, the Hierophant. Yeah, it's like this is a brand new venture. And you just have to have faith with the Hierophant here that things will go in your favor, that you are manifesting from the correct place. You know, it's like taking the necessary actions now that will provide in the future, and believing, remaining optimistic, you know, that in divine timing it will all come back to you, you know. Now, what's interesting is that we have this bring love into the situation with the Aquarius energy and the Queen of Cups. I also have a Knight of Cups here who does bring love into the situation. So I feel like whatever you're doing here, it's not just like a passion project. It has something to do with like your deep inner emotions, how you love, how you show love, how you receive love. And maybe you find that once you actually, you know, instead of stressing and fearing, it's like you really, you know, get into that surprise emotional place. And this could even be on a self-love factor where it's like actually, you know, believing in oneself enough that, you know, we deserve these good things and that in the future these things will come to us. You may be surprised by the emotional part here where it's like, even for some of you, this may actually be a love connection coming in. Just going to throw that out there because I have a King and a Queen of Wands. I have the Lovers, I have the Knight of Cups, and the Hierophant, you know? But for others, like connection, things like that, it's like something here that you're using fire to come at, you're going to learn to use water to come at, if that makes sense. You know, because fire is passion and charm and action. The Emperor is the same. The Queen of Cups is a whole different spectrum. So maybe it's like you have, you know, this confidence and the passion towards it, and what you need to do is really put your feelings into it. That way you can resonate with, you know, other people, connect with them in some type of way to make your vision become a reality. Let's see. 5 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands. I feel like you may have been very protective of your feelings, and that's why you show up in this wand energy. Excuse me, where it's like surface level. You remain in control. You do what needs to be done. You show up as a positive person. But it's almost like we never get to this state of vulnerability that would give us that drive. And we need to make peace with something here. We need to emotionally detach from a situation here. Because this 8 of Cups is followed by this 9 of Cups. It's like if you can go into your emotions, Queen of Cups, so that you can release something, everything that you're manifesting will come in. But it requires some type of sacrifice on an emotional level. And that could be the sacrifice of constantly protecting your emotions or avoiding them. You know, it's like not just having confidence, skill, and ability, but also allowing yourself to be vulnerable and deep in a way that it will serve you and your happiness. You know, it's almost like, you know, when you have these fiery types of connections in life, let's say, you know, these people may be fun, they're easy to talk to, they're real easygoing, but are you the type of person that can perceive things from an emotional depth as well? Because that's how you get genuine connection. And perhaps whatever you're working on here requires genuine connection as the last piece of the puzzle. And you may actually be surprised by how being open and vulnerable will make the exact change that you were looking for. Like the moment that you're able to open up and allow someone else to experience who you are on an emotional side, it's the connection that's missing. It's the one piece of the puzzle that's not fully there. And if you can do that, if you can be vulnerable in the situation, it will literally lead you to that end goal. So there is something definitely coming up under the full moon about feelings that you have specifically been attempting to avoid. And they may be negative feelings, you know, because with the 8 of Cups, it's like that's what we're walking away from, some type of negative emotion that we're conflicted about inside, that we need to make peace with. And when we do that, we'll be able to, you know, it's like maybe you want to connect with people a certain way, you know, 9 of Cups, but, you know, if you aren't emotionally receptive, then you can't really receive, you know? It's something like that. It's like you are moving in passion, which is good, but don't forget to open up and be vulnerable And somewhere with this is like, there is a negative emotion that's floating around that has to be looked into in order for this to kind of fall into place for you. But I feel like it's deeper than that. It's sort of like whatever this is, so sort of block your intuition. It may block your, I don't know about everybody else, but the way I use intuition, like that is my connection to source, the Hierophant, it's how source speaks to me. But if I don't allow the feelings of that intuition to protect myself, basically, then, I'm kind of just blocking my intuition and kind of like moving in a space that's, coming from a more shallowness when we're trying to get deep here. But there is something emotionally that needs to be released that you are avoiding, and it's basically blocking you from connecting to people a certain way that you wish to. For everybody, this is going to be a different thing. Just understand that under the full moon, it will be illuminated to you what it is that you need to release. And it may actually surprise you when it gets you deep in your emotions and you weren't expecting it. Because, it's like here there's some anxiety, but we're trying to not come from that place. And then it's going to come smack you in the face with the emotions that you're not expecting. But somewhere behind releasing that emotion, we get to take back control. And that's how we're going to move forward and actually become prosperous in whatever this endeavor is, be it love, a new career path, a passion project. It's just this, you're going to be really shocked to find out like somewhere in you, there's like these deep internal feelings that are so subject to whatever this is. And when they're brought out, it's like life changing. Everything that you've been looking for will appear in front of you, basically. But first, you got to feel the feels. All right, guys. That's what I have for you. I'll see you soon.